We're all here today being convened by Farm to Institution New England, which is a network that tries to mobilize the power of institutions to transform our local food systems. And everybody who's here today is along this spectrum, from food processor working with lots of large-scale farmers to support schools and hospitals, all the way to a small food business incubator in an urban area that scales up businesses to help keep dollars in the local economy.
As our food system has evolved over the years, it went from very locally centric, where you got your milk and eggs and even meat and vegetables from right around where you live, to now where fruits and vegetables may travel 5,000 to 10,000 miles before they get to you. And when we're processing vegetables, they travel 10 miles. A lot of times they were picked that morning or harvested that morning or the night before, and by the end of that day, they're frozen and ready to be shipped to local kids.
You know, this is another big hive of activity. I mean, we have, there's some maple syrup aging in bourbon barrels. That's coming out pretty soon. I'm excited about that. That's actually USDA pigs right there that I think will be going to Prohibition Pig.
It creates local companies. It finds local solutions for our farmers. And the result is local vitality. That's really important to us.
You're starting a business for relatively short dollars, and you're finding out if it has legs. Because you go and you make salsa and you spend $200,000 to build a salsa factory. Then you find out that nobody likes my salsa, right? What are you gonna do? There's really not much you can do at that point. So we give people the option to learn if their product has legs and then take the next step. So maybe you make pickles and people like your pickles.
I work with youth that are involved in juvenile corrections. So part of my job is assisting young men and women to become successful through food. So introducing them to new ways of cooking, obviously teaching them job skills, life skills, in order for them to become successful. And we do that through the production of jarred products that we make using locally sourced ingredients.
More time in the kitchen, less time on the streets. Get it.
One of the biggest things that we do in the kitchens is to process products, primarily local vegetable products. So for example, today we have a shipment of Peasley's potatoes, and those are a third-generation potato farm in Vermont.
So as quickly as they're pumping those potatoes in, it comes out nice and diced. And then we will package them up into 5-pound bags and then freeze in bags.
And those go to one of our largest hospitals in the state.
We elected to go on the institutional side as opposed to the retail side because we felt it was a way to get our volumes up, which matches with our growers and our market. So we want to get full trucks of vegetables down into southern New England, and we felt the institutional market was the best way to get that volume.
When I think about the future of the food economy, processing is a huge piece of it, particularly from a distribution standpoint. So if you're trying to bring tomatoes from a farmer in the Massachusetts area to a lot of the institutions, if you're bringing fresh tomatoes, you have to bring those like day of or like within a week for them to be usable. But if we're able to process it, make it into a bag of shelf-stable tomatoes, and then get that to the institution year-round, that really makes a sustainable link in the food economy.
We say that we're all about mobilizing the power of institutions to transform the food system, because institutions buy a lot of food, they serve a lot of really important consumers, and they're not going anywhere. They're stable members of our communities.
I feel like this, little 2-day meetings, it gives us an opportunity to pick our heads up and see that, we're all part of a system and we're all working to make our food system better. It's like an enlightening experience to find that out, and that there's other people who are trying to get local food in local schools, and we all can be part of the solution for that.
There's a level of joy and excitement that comes from the people who are in this world, whether they are farmers growing their own food or producers making it. They have a passion for their product and their creation, and what food can do for all of us, whether it's health or whether it's economics and good jobs or whether it's preserving farms. Food is the key to a lot of the social and environmental ills that we see in the world today.